Ahoy there, Captain Benzie here, coming at you with a new video for Eve Echoes. Yes, we have new information, there has been an update, and there is new stuff to talk about. Huzzah, rejoice, and celebrations. Now, before we go too much further, do make sure that you go and give some love to my boy Sovereign RPG. You can find him on screen now and in the links in the description below. 100% if you're interested in Eve Echoes, you need to be following his channel. He has been bothering the devs and getting all kinds of crazy information out of them, and it's just a really useful channel for Eve Echoes to keep up to date on what's going on. Of course, come join me on social media. There should be a load of links across the bottom of your screen now and in the description below as usual. Come find me on social media. I'm always happy to chat Eve Echoes. Anything I know, I'll answer any questions you have about the game that I can answer, of course. And certainly, you know, I just love chatting all things mobile gaming. If you do enjoy this video, let me know by hitting like on it and consider subscribing to this channel for more things mobile gaming and Eve Echoes in particular. That said and done, let's have a look at the two new announcements. So the first one is... it's a bit of a mixed bag of news, this one. So, of course, we've been quiet recently due to the COVID-19 epidemic that restricted us to work from home. As a result, it's been hard for us to maintain operation on Discord. We're glad to inform you we're doing just fine. The developmental process has now resumed its standard operation. We want to thank you for your concern, and we apologise for the lack of communication in the past days. I've got to be honest, I kind of want to cut the devs some slack on this. This is a scary time for them. Obviously, being in China, being at sort of ground zero during this epidemic, that's a scary place to be, but they are still pushing ahead with the game. They're updating whenever they can. I think they deserve a lot of support for that. Now, the release date will see a 1-month delay from what we initially envisioned due to the epidemic. Now, I like that they say it will have a 1-month delay. They didn't give us anything more than a quarterly window. Q3 is like June to October, so if it's had a monthly delay, that could be anywhere from July to November. So it's still a rather wide window, but there we go. We'll have to wait and see if we get further information about an actual release date. But as we mentioned before, please rest assured the game will definitely come out this year, 2020. We'll keep you guys informed as soon as we have set on a confirmed date. And yes, there are bottles of champagne and whiskey and balloons and party poppers at the ready for the moment that we get that announcement. If you guys couldn't find us on Discord, please leave us a message in the DM. I'll read them regularly and answer your inquiries at the earliest convenience. That's, oh crikey, poor rabbit. Yeah, she's opened up her DMs for questioning. She's going to come onto Discord and have like 50,000 new messages. That's going to be, that's quite brave, bless her. Be kind. Obviously, I've not got the details on screen here. I'm just using my own personal, the Gaming Galleon Discord, Captain Benzie's Gaming Galleon, link in the description below, of course. I have an Eve Echoes announcement channel going through there, and that's what I'm reading off here. But if you are on the Eve Echoes main Discord, you will find it's posted by Rabbit, and you can contact her directly for information. Now, this is the exciting one. Eve Echoes patch notes, dev news, March the 9th. Dear pilots, the Eve Echoes team has resumed intense development after the Chinese New Year holiday. To stick to our objective to become more transparent with our lovely players, let's have a look at what we've endeavoured in the past 2 months. OBT suggestions and feedback. Nearly 800 valuable suggestions and feedback from the Eve Echoes OBT community. And out of the 800, more than 400 are now incorporated and optimized within the game. We will spare no effort until we have dealt with and resolved all of the remaining feedback. Holy heck! That's a lot of changes from what we saw in OBT. Like, genuinely, I'm kind of regretting spending so much time making so much content now. I'm going to have to go back and redo it all. Who am I kidding? I love that idea. That's going to be amazing. I'm going to have so much content to cover with you guys when we are back online with this. Offline autopilot. The offline autopilot feature has finished development. Our developers have made the subsequent adjustments to the navigation logic of the spaceship, so players can now continue to autopilot with the game closed. Though, players should be aware that offline autopilot can make you easy prey for pirates. Oh, shame, why'd they mention that? I'm going to be loving gate camping in low and nullsec with people just offline autopiloting. And one of the rules of EVE Online is you never offline autopilot. I mean, I get it's a mobile game. We're on a mobile game. Phone calls and things happen, and it's nice to know that if you get a phone call whilst you're jumping from Maspa back to Jita, at least you're going to keep jumping, and it's not just going to pause everything and have to wait for you to come back. That's pretty cool. And if you're piloting through high sec, this makes a lot of sense now. Certainly with that whole thing that there is no PvP in high security areas, that now makes sense. It means you can offline autopilot quite happily going through high security areas. Stick to high security and you'll be fine, nothing will happen. But yeah, watch your phone when you're in low security areas, for goodness sake. Oh, yeah. Corporations. Now, this is something a lot of you guys have been talking about with me. Yes, I will be having an Eve Echoes corporation. I've got all the details ready to go. I'm not putting out names. I'm not giving a location for our home base just yet, because as a YouTuber in the Eve community, I am well aware that I'm going to be an open target for griefing and abuse. It happens all the time with Eve Online, and it's not something I'm complaining about. It's something I just have to be aware of. It's part of the community, and I kind of take it as a compliment that already I've had people sitting there trying to, in the OBT, there were people trying to kill me and, like, you know, all this kind of thing, getting quite excited to see Captain Benzie flying through their areas. I had a few little jewels based on that. Yes, there will be a corporation coming. I'm just not giving the name yet because I don't want some bright spark to log into the game before me and steal the name. And, of course, I don't want to announce where it's set up until I'm already there and have it set up. But there is a corporation coming. Now, our most anticipated feature, the corporation, is now moving full speed in the developmental process. On the other hand, classic elements from EVE Online, including taxes, corporation wallets, and corporation hangars, will make a comeback in EVE Echoes, with the emphasis on simplification and utility optimization. Awesome. Corporations are a great way for you to band together with your friends to achieve goals far beyond what one person can achieve on their own, or even a small group. It allows you to set up a pirate cartel and start carving a name for yourself across the stars. Exactly what I'm going to be doing. It allows you to set up a mining corporation that is renowned as the best source for ores and that in your sector of the galaxy. All this kind of thing. You know the kind of stories that come out of EVE. They all come from corporations. Joining a corporation is something I highly recommend when it's added, and it's great to see that that is going full steam ahead. Now, this last one here, goodness gracious me, this is exciting. Capsuleer Outpost. Introducing the Capsuleer Outpost, one of the exclusive contents of EVE Echoes that we're currently working on. Unlike space structures in EVE Online, the Capsuleer Outpost is a private structure designed for single players and a suitable foothold as you pioneer the new frontier. Now, you can set up kind of your own little bases and stations in space in EVE Online. Other people can dock at them, you can dock at them. This, to me, suggests that this is kind of like your own private space station. It remains to be seen as to whether or not this is something that can be destroyed and targeted by other players, or if it is exclusive to you, like it only appears for you. That, to me, suggests it could be, well, I mean, from the information we have there, it really could be anything. There's not much to go on, but there is a lot to speculate on, so I'm going to spend a few moments talking about that. This, to me, could be something as cool as kind of like having your own little space station that you can build, and you build it and you can move it around with you. If you've been playing Stellaris recently, Stellaris Galaxy Command, you'll kind of get that idea. Like, you move into a new sector, so you bring, like, your ships in a little station with you. Like its own personal little station, perhaps. Its own little docking and repair bay. Goodness knows, maybe only has enough space for 2 or 3 ships, though, to mean that you have to still go back to actual main stations, but acts as a nice little staging point, a springboard, if you like. Stuff like that, I can see it being quite cool. I mean, certainly if you're into mining, having the ability to drop a load of stuff off out of your mining into a nearby station, even if there's not an ITC nearby, to me that could be really interesting. There's a lot to go on there. There's not much information, but a lot you can speculate on what a Capsuleer Outpost is. And genuinely, jump down into the comment section below right now. I want to know what you think a Capsuleer Outpost is, because I've got a ton of different ideas in my head. I'm not going to go through them all right here, right now, because I really want to see what you guys think and the cool ideas that you guys come up with. And certainly, if we just scroll back up to that's suggestions and feedback, any really cool suggestions, of course, I will pass on to the developers as I can. That kind of thing. You know, let's see what we can make out of this. EVE Echoes is exciting me right now. This update is huge. There's so much information in that. But even the bits where there is no information, there's so much that it could mean, and we can speculate and talk for hours. So seriously, get in the comment section, let me know your thoughts, come and find me on social media and tell me exactly what you think Capsuleer Outposts are. Don't worry, just literally jump on like Twitter or whatever at Captain Benzie, CPT Benzie, and just tell me, I think Capsuleer Outposts are going to be like this, or wouldn't it be cool if Capsuleer Outposts are like this? Really, come on, please, tell me your thoughts. I'm super excited. Once again, thank you for your continued support for EVE Echoes. Leave your questions and please stay tuned for more development updates in the future. You can see my response there, the salute and the like, oh my goodness eyes. Like, yes, want this so much. But that's just my thoughts on this update, on this news. Kind of sad that we've got a little bit of a delay, but I understand why. It's got to be a scary time for them out there right now under COVID-19. So all of the love and all of the support to the developers. Please, if any of the developers are watching this, stay safe, look after yourself. We really appreciate the work and effort you're putting into this. I cannot wait for this game now. There's so much cool stuff there already. Oh man, more information. When is this launching? I need this now. Anyway, thank you ever so much, folks, for staying this far into a video that has no flashy graphics whatsoever. Thank you so much for listening to my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, whether it's on the Capsuleer outpost or the other stuff you see here. Tell me what you think. What are you most excited for in Eve Echoes when this launches? Let me know in the comment section below. Come find me on social media. Otherwise, happy sailing and see you in New Eden.